I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, I know I'm supposed to try and open up that case. But how? I don't know. What say you?
Pardon me, but can you give me some information? You too? You're lost?
Are you lost? I have a map. I can tell you how to get wherever you're going.
I have nothing to ask.
You ain't from around here. You shouldn't stay here. It ain't healthy.
You had a hat before when I talked to you, and you also weren't beaten up. Somebody beat up this boy since I saw him last. Thank you. I've got a little hat on right now. It's kind of hard to see. It's a little, I don't know what you call it. I forget. I got it from France though, so it's pretty fancy. It's so fancy. I'm not 100% sure where I'm supposed to be getting this, this information from. Because I have no items, and I have no notes. I got those, which I read earlier, but apparently had my microphone off, so you didn't actually hear that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have absolutely no idea. I have hardly an idea about this game to begin with, but I thought it sounded fun. Can there stop be random people screaming? That'd be great. Where is that coming from? Is it this way? I hear someone screaming for help, but I don't know how to get to that, help. Somebody's getting stabbed. There's like... Why is there an invisible wall here? That's weird.
Got a shilling, Gov.
Ew, your face! Well, you see, you just actually missed a few words because you were saying that they were getting stabbed over there, basically. Whoops. Do we have anything to deduce from? I don't know. So I already looked at this shit, and it won't let me look at it again, apparently. So that's great. I don't know. I might need to look it up, because I don't know. Yeah, what's your idea? I am all ears for ideas right now. Boop. Across the bottom could be... I mean, maybe. I mean... Let's see. So, let's see if that's actually a possibility. Well, it looks like I got a 1 there. I don't know if I can make a 2 here. I don't think I can make a 3 there, though. But I might... Let me see. Where's the 3 at? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 5's up there, though. I feel like 5 should be there, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it just kind of like grabs that knob and twists it. But I don't know what combo I'm looking for still. So that doesn't really help me. Regardless. Let's grab that, I guess. 6. Alright, so I have those backwards. Somehow I got the rest to work right, but I got the 3 and 2 backwards right now. Let's see, so... I don't want that 3 there, I need to move this 3 and 4 now. Okay, I did a lot of things and somehow still ended up with the exact same thing. I don't understand how that happened. No. My 3 and 2 are still backwards. I just kind of had that go around in a little merry-go-round for no reason. Let's have you grab the 3. This has to be it. I mean, I hope to God that this is what it is, because I am just spending a lot of time on it. I mean, it didn't give me any clues. It didn't give me any clues. It just said, the guy tried to open the lock and now it's stuck. I'll figure it out. That's it. That's all I was given. Alright. So my 3 and 2 are in the right position. I'm just gonna have you take my 1, I guess, for the moment. It's fine. Take my 4. Now my 2 and 1 are backwards, but it's fine. Okay, it's fine. My 2 and 1 are in the backwards, but it's okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you can always Google it for me, and then slowly navigate me into the right direction. Let's see. How do I want to fuck this? Let's see. I'm gonna just start off with 1 twist over here. I'm gonna have this switch 1. I'm gonna have that switch 1. You switch 1. I don't want my 1 to get switched, because I just don't. So I got my 6, 4. I got my 1, 2. I just need this 3 and the 5 to switch. Plot twist, not the pattern. I mean, yeah. What's the bottom 3 supposed to be? Is it 1, 2, 3? What is the bottom 3? I don't know. The other way around. 1 on top, 2, 3 in the middle. Okay. So 1 on top. Oh my god. What are you saying fuck for? Was I? Oh, you were close. Got you. Alright, so let's grab 6, I guess. We got 2. Let's see, so 6 is gonna be all the way over there. Let's just start with this. Oh, look at that, that was so close! I got 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, but going the wrong direction. Let's see, so I just need to switch the 4 over there, the 5 over there, and the 6 all the way over there. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So this 6 needs to stay here. This 5 needs to go over 1. This 4 needs to go all the way over there. And that 1 needs to go up. So let's move this 4 here. The 3. There, got those 2. Got that 1. I need the 2 and 3 to switch. Got that, got there. Ah-ha-ha! I am amazing!
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Think nothing of it, my friend.
Alright, now
the
what?
reports.
Why don't you wait till the inspectors get back? You would certainly learn more.
If I wanted to meet the inspectors, I would have done so. So, give me the preliminary reports, and above all, do not mention my visit to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure, if that's what you want. Here are the reports.
Thank you.
I wonder how long it took for me to get that. Alright, Death of Polly. You were close. You just had 1 on the bottom instead of on the top. But it kind of makes sense for it to be on the top. But it also makes sense for it to be on the bottom. So, regardless was that it took me a while to get it, regardless of what was going on. So, Death of Polly Nichols. Hey, you only gave her 1 L. She has 2! Anywho. 31st of August, 1888. Autopsy report. Oh yeah. I don't know if I had my mic on earlier when I was reading this part. I don't think it was. But I said that I didn't know how to pronounce that, and so I just moved some letters around, and it's gonna be Ellenwyn. There you go. So, her throat had been cut from left to right, which we already knew. 2 distinct cuts 2 distinct cuts. Okay. Left side of the windpipe and gillet, the spinal cord being cut through. Oh, okay. A bruise apparently of a thumb being on the lower jaw. Also one on the left cheek. The abdomen had been cut open from the center and the bottom of the ribs along the right side. Under the ribs, or the entire bottom of the ribs. The along right side. That's not okay. Anyway, under the pelvis to the left of the stomach, there was a wound. The wound was jagged. The omentum, or coating of the stomach, was also cut in several places, and 2 small stabs on private parts, apparently done with a strong bladed knife, supposed to have been done by some left-handed person, death being almost instantaneous. Cat! Pikachu! Get down! Get down! Stupid cat. I would be still here wandering the streets, wondering how the fuck I'm supposed to figure it out. Or I would have given up and I would have Googled it. Alright, so we have that now. We have no items.
Have you obtained the preliminary reports?
Yes,
I
we'll read
have.
them on the go. Let's to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
I don't know what those exactly mean up at the top. What are you gonna say, huh?
Let's go to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
I have a cat. I have a cat, I have a cat, I have a cat. Except the victim was a lady, so... Sit down, kitten! You're in the way! I need to use both of my hands! Where are you going? No, my headphones. Sit! Sit! Hi. Alright, so we were going to... There. Oh, I see. I know where we are.
But what are all these people doing here, Holmes?
Apparently they came to see the scene of the crime.
What about us? Aren't we going to see it?
We will return this evening,
Oh,
Watson.
okay.
The circumstances should be ideal for carrying out our little experiments.
And say, actually,
Well, Watson, we are at the scene of the Polly Nichols
Zach.
murder. Imagine the victim lying at the spot where she was found and try to discern all of the clues we can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
I was gonna say, actually, her tatas were not attacked. It was just her throat and her stomach. And apparently her private part. Apparently. As far as I've read. See? No boobs. Her boobs are fine. Bloody knife.
The body was lying on its back, legs straightened slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door.
Okay. The corpse was still warm. Okay. What about it? Now what? What about it?
The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
Stab.
No signs of blood. No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
But the woman's not here. She's at the mortuary. A little confused.
The
Okay.
throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions.
Yeah, there are.
There is a bruise at the level of the right maxilla. The tongue is swollen. There is a bruise on the left cheek.
Okay.
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter.
Can I say anything about the, ripped shit here? Bobes?
The tongue is swollen.
I don't think there's anything else for me to investigate here.
A small pool of blood.
Okay. Alright, so I've looked at those. Nothing for me to look at with her tootsies. What's that?
There is a black bonnet near the left hand.
I mean, we knew that she had a bonnet. I mean, I kind of thought about that, and I thought it was kind of funny, but it's just like the cursor the whole last time. Normally. Okay. Well, I guess. Excuse me. Alright, let me go over to my deduction. Alright, so the corpse was still warm. There's no footsteps on the ground. I don't know what this has to do with this ordering. What is this? She was strangled. I mean, I was there, so I know she was strangled. The throat was slit from left to right. Okay. Had a bruise. The murderer cut open their throat. Say up here? Ah. Alright, bruise on the jawbone, it could be either of those, I feel. Because I know that she was strangled. But I'm not sure which one more aptly describes what happened. Was dumped. The murderer warmed the victim up. Was not dragged, right? Took place right there. So then the question is, which one of these two, whoopsie, sound the best? Because I know she wasn't beaten. The bruise was caused by hard pressure with the fingers or was gagged the victim by gripping tightly. I mean, she was strangled, so that one would make sense, and that one would make sense. Yeah, basically. Because this is based in 1988, so I don't know if that was a thing. I don't think it was. Which one do you think sounds more like she was strangled? Option 2 or option 3? I don't know. I kind of want to go with 2, but I'm not sure. Is that not what I said? That's definitely what I meant to say. Most definitely what I meant to say. Oh look, there's more shit up here. There was no blood on the wall. Okay. Dirty and damp ground. Put you here, I guess. The victim had her throat slit. Okay. Bonnet near the left hand. Okay. Little pool of blood. Okay. Okay. That's kind of what I was feeling, but I just wasn't sure. Let's see, so there's no traces of blood on the wall, and the victim had her throat slit. Slit it quietly, obviously. It's probably that she was already incapacitated via choking that it didn't splash on the walls. So a little pool of blood probably means... I was gonna say that she was dead for a little while, so it didn't flow in strong spurts because her heart wasn't pumping anymore, because she was already dead! Okay. And then the dirty, damp ground. He could not have had relations on the ground. The murderer threw water on the ground for some reason, or there were relations on the ground. Are you trying to say that he done did some dirties on the ground? I thought that there was just mud on the ground. And maybe it rained. Okay. Well, it most definitely makes no sense for the second one. I don't know. You saying that he could not have had relations on the ground because of the fact that it was dirty and wet does not mean that he's not a psychopathic murderer. Maybe for the third. Cat, can you not move shit? I've had issues with things getting disconnected before, and I don't need your fucking tail to be the reason. I don't really think that he had sex with her. I don't. But I don't know. I have no clues. I'm gonna say he didn't do the dirty. Was dead before being stretched out and having her throat slit. Was killed by having her throat slit. No, she was dead before. But I don't know why it says before being stretched out. Pikachu, I'm going to fucking kick you out of my room. Just a second. Let's see. I mean, my cat's kind of an asshole sometimes. He's normally nice. Sometimes very annoying. I still don't know what it means by stretched out. But I think that one sounds the most likely, because she was killed here, but she was not killed by having her throat slit. So, and her having a bonnet had absolutely nothing to do with anything else. I'm not entirely sure if this is where these are supposed to be. So I guess that's that? Question mark?
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Okay.
What do you think, Holmes?
I think of a lot of things.
There is only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit. Well, Watson, we have found all of the possible clues, I think, but we will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder. Come closer, Watson. I have to make you up.
You are joking, Holmes? I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
Now, Watson, come and stand here in front
That's
of
what
me.
I was thinking.
You shall play the role of the poor woman, and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final result corresponds indisputably to the way that Polly Nichols was killed.
Okay, so I'm just straight up on top of you right now. So stand up, hands bare. I don't remember which hand. Neck.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Okay. Can I go to the next step, or is that... Was that enough for you?
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
I don't know if it needs me to do more. Okay. So then the next step would be you on the floor, you being stabbed via the throat slit. You were left-handed, and I think that that's accurate. I think that would make sense. I think this position would make sense. I don't know.
This position is a possibility. The murderer would have used his knife in his right hand. Plausible, but not likely.
Okay. So let's have you go back up on top of it.
I hope that, as with the real murder, nobody had to witness all of that, Watson. If the murderer used his right hand astride his victim, there wasn't much room.
Okay. I mean, we're using the left hand, right? Oh, no, we're not using the left hand.
The murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the
There we
neck,
go.
and these wounds suggest the left hand was used.
Well, yeah, I thought that I was on the left hand already. I did not realize I was on the right.
My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
Facts. Okay. There were relations while standing up. If I remember, I believe that he used his right hand just then. Yeah. The right hand. Strangled the victim with his left hand and kept her quiet with his right. The killer is left-handed. He had 2 knives. That's what I have deduced from this. Is he left or right-handed? He's left-handed. I mean, he's not a woman. I would not say. Yeah, we already know that, she's a prostitute. She needed monies. That's what she do. Relations seem likely, but going off the cutscene at the beginning of the game, I don't think he quite got that far. I'm gonna say strong, because he was strong enough to kill her, but I don't want to say that he was a big man. I'm gonna say he was a strong man, strong enough to kill somebody. Let's see, poorly lit street with the prostitutes with the exercise, and all of these would mean the victim wasn't cold. What about it? What does that have to do with it? I mean, the victim wasn't cold, but that has absolutely nothing to do with these 3. Let's see, we got, the victim was asking for alms. The victim wasn't afraid. The victim collected the bonnet from the ground. No, the victim wasn't afraid because she was trying to just seduce a new client. Wasn't cautious, correct. She had her bonnet in her hand. Nichols had her bonnet in her hand and was ready to exercise. Oh my god. I mean, yep, that's what was going on. Okay, are we good? Yeah, strong enough to strangulate sorry, this sounds so weird when I said it. Strong enough to strangle somebody. I mean, she wasn't really putting up much of a fight going off of that cutscene, but he was still strong enough to do it. And leave all these bruises, and yeah. Alright, it looks like that's everything. Are we good?
What shall we do, Holmes?
Nothing, because I have deduced. And so let's go? Question mark? Why, is my deduction not good enough for you? Do you not like that these ones are red? I don't know. I think everything looks fine. Because, yeah. I am a little confused. Okay, so the corpse is still warm, and I can't actually change where any of these are placed, so. So the corpse is still warm, there are no footsteps on the ground. The tongue is bloated. Oh wait, that one's not related. The corpse is still warm and no footsteps were on the ground, and the murderer cut open Polly Nichols' throat, and therefore the victim wasn't dragged. I mean, yeah, because the victim wasn't dumped there; she was killed here. The murderer wouldn't have warmed her up because that makes no sense. And we already know that she was found 10-20 minutes after she died, so that doesn't give her enough time to cool. So she wasn't dragged, okay? It took place here. The tongue is bloated, and therefore she was strangled. I mean, or suffocated, I guess. I mean, they both technically apply, because when you're strangled, you don't have oxygen flow. What are you waiting? Wait? Wait. I'm waiting. When you went to select something different, oh, the green changed to red? Did it? Oh, well that was because I don't know, let's see, the murder took place, I think it's because I unselected this. Because then it goes back to green. So maybe these ones aren't accurate? So let me try that one. Is this even... Whoops. I didn't mean to click that. Makes sense. Let's see, so the murderer beat the victim. No. The bruise was caused by hard pressure, was gagged. Maybe? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Unless it was the opposite, but let's try that first. Strangled the victim with his left hand. I mean, we already deduced that he was left-handed, though, from previous things we've read. So let's say that the left hand was that, and the right hand was where he was strangled. Therefore, that somehow means he's left-handed. I mean, I don't think he had two knives. I don't think so. Let me switch back to left-handed, and maybe this one, that he's a big man. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll be backing to get me an answer, or to... Okay. Hand pressure with fingers, okay. Left hand prevented screaming, okay. And so then she was strangled with the right hand. And therefore, are they left right-handed? Question mark. Oh, okay. Why would I need to ask if they were left or right-handed? I know that they're left-handed.
Gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thank you, Holmes. I understand why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
The victim's ordeal was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took place here. The victim and her murderer were able to come here without making any noise.
One of the newspapers I read, they were just like, he's left-handed.
Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley.